Hello!
And welcome back to Books and Grannies.
Yeah, dude. My name's Danielle.
I'm Sarah.
Yeah, and it's time for a personal read check-in.
Yeah, it is.
Obviously.
Jeez.
Gosh, welcome back. How are ya? I hope everyone's doing really good.
Why are you being so awkward?
I don't know. Last week we were awkward, too.
It's true.
Editing. I was like, what is this mess? So sorry about that, friendos. If anyone ever watches consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do, damn it.
Damn it. It's mostly me, but it's fine.
Me too.
All right. Well, anyway, we have a couple reviews each.
Yeah.
And then a couple of in progresses / plan to be in progress.
Yeah.
Because I could talk about that a little bit too.
Cool.
Bet.
Sick.
Yeah. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Oh my gosh. Are you sure?
Yeah, let's start on a high note.
All right. Well, I need my notes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The first book that I finished this week.
Yeah.
That's not the one I'm talking about. Relax.
Oh, dang
Relax.
it.
Put it away. That'll round us out, okay?
Fine.
For my reviews, anyway. Maybe we should have had you gone first.
Yeah,
'cause
maybe I should go
yours
first.
It's fine. We're already here.
Okay.
The first book I finished this week is for book club.
I also have 3 reviews, not 2.
What?
So
What?
I should actually go first.
All right, shit. Okay, well, give me your first one. Who you talking about?
So I listened to on audiobook Vox by Christina Dalcher. I don't actually know how to say her last name.
Wow. Okay. I have no idea what this is.
You do. You helped me pick it, sort of.
Oh. Kind of, sort of. Yeah.
Kind of, sort of,
Before
yeah.
you left. Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you rate it?
I gave it 2 stars.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Why?
It was like, okay.
Also, tell me like a very brief 2-sentence what's it about / genre.
So it's a dystopian.
Okay.
And it's basically women's rights have been stripped away and women only get to speak 100 words per day.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I do remember this now.
And they have like bracelets that track their word count.
Yeah.
And when they go over their word count, they get electrocuted.
Well, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, poo on them.
Way to go.
2 stars for you, Vox.
Government.
Tell me why. All right. What knocked it down so far?
I really like the concept of this story.
It's interesting.
It was very interesting. It grabbed my attention immediately and like kind of hit a little too close to home in today's current climate.
Yeah. It's
in the United States.
Great time to be a woman.
Yeah. So that kind of drew me in.
Yes.
However,
is that the only thing you liked?
The execution just wasn't good. I have a big issue with the main character. There were circumstances that led her to like working with the government, and in exchange she was able to talk as much as she wanted. They took her bracelet away. They took her daughter's bracelet away so her daughter could talk too. And she was kind of this like vigilante trying to overthrow the government a little bit, and
while also working for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like the picture that was painted of her throughout the whole book was like, she's badass. She's gonna do something big and grand and make a difference.
Yeah.
But in the end, she literally just runs away.
Oh.
Yeah. And I had a really, really big issue with that.
Yeah.
I was like, you painted her to be this like good person that was gonna stand for what she believed in and try to make a difference. Mm-hmm. And once all was said and done, she was like, okay, bye.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
What was the point of it all then, lady?
Yeah.
Come on.
There was also another issue I had with her in that something happened and she was in a situation. I don't want to say too much because if one day you decide to read it, I don't want to spoil it for you, but she is pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like considering what to do if it's a girl.
Yeah.
And her plan at the end of it all, what she decides, is to just run away to a different country and leave her daughter.
What?
The daughter that's already born. She's just going to leave her.
Why?
With her dad.
Okay.
So why are you willing to save your unborn child but not your already alive child?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's not okay.
No. And I feel like you could have ran with both of them if you're going to leave for them.
Right.
Weird.
Well, and that was like an option that was thrown on the table too, but the circumstances were like, I don't want to say too much.
All right. Well,
we can talk about it later
lady.
if you want,
okay.
But I don't want to spoil it for anyone else
okay.
that might be listening.
Okay.
Outside of all of that, the conclusion felt very, very rushed. Like, nothing was really happening, and then all of a sudden everything is fucking happening, and it's over.
Yeah.
And at the end of it all, a fucking man saved the day. And I just really fucking hate that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Especially for, that's not the way you end that kind of book.
Yeah. So, it was
Savior
disappointing.
complex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, damn.
Disappointing.
It sounded interesting.
The storyline is fascinating, and I wish that someone would rewrite it and make it better.
We need a remix.
Yeah.
A redo. Well, damn. Yeah, the synopsis sounded interesting.
Yeah.
But that's a bummer.
It was Bumtown, USA.
Big Bumtown.
Give me your first review.
Well,
Danielle, what'd you read?
Sarah?
Yeah.
The first book that I finished this week was for book club. It is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston.
Okay. Isn't it Poston?
I don't know, sure. It's
It doesn't
spelled
really
like
matter.
Poston or Poston. It could go either way because English is silly. Nonetheless, her, okay?
All right, sick. Well,
And
what'd you rate it, Danielle?
I gave it a 4.5, which I was quite surprised about.
I also was surprised when I saw it on your Goodreads. I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I was super surprised about it because I wasn't necessarily looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of in romance vibes, you know? You know how we feel about contemporary romance?
Yeah.
Not a big fan, and I thought I was just going to read it because I had to and be like, meh, it was fine.
Right.
But it was pretty good.
Oh my
I guess more than
God.
pretty good if I gave it a 4.5.
Yeah, give me your review. I need to know more.
Well, it has an entirely different premise than like any other romance that I've read recently, or really at all.
Uh-huh.
And that isn't like the only thing. And it isn't the main focus. Like, it is a big part of the story, but it isn't the only thing.
Okay.
I want to say stuff, but I don't know how much I want to say. So, the female main character is a writer, ghost writer, actually, for a famous author.
Okay.
She's written like multiple of her books at this point. And the main male character is her editor. And so they have this connection that way. She also loves books. They're her comfort. You know, we love that.
Yeah.
But she can also see ghosties.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. She could see ghosties. And I really liked that being a part of the story because it added a different layer to it than just this straight up romance.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to spoil it. But that is a big part of it. And the romance is sort of centered in that, and also with a lot of like personal growth. I don't know what to say without spoiling it. I'm just going to go off my bullet points here. The characters were super fun. They were witty and fun and comical and just had good banter, and the dialogue was lovely. It wasn't like, it's annoying. Like, it was cute. And they're her siblings and, you know, lots of people who could just banter with one another. And it was cute. It was well written. The vibe, good stuff. Like I said, writer, book lover, ghosts. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Come on. Good vibes.
Add a little bit of
all around.
Paranormal in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. And the writing was really good. I liked Ashley Poston's writing.
Sick.
So it makes me want to read other romances by her to see if I still like them.
Yeah.
Because this one's so much different. But it was really good writing. It was, again, humorous. Characters were depicted well and well-rounded. Like, you saw a good range of emotion from them. And it's not, like, over a long period of time, but you get to see kind of highs and lows of them, and they each have sort of a character arc, and they come, I don't know. It was just good stuff.
Yeah.
Good character building. And the only reason that I dropped it half a star is because you could see the ending coming a mile away. It wasn't surprising. But it was still like, no, that's a fine ending.
Yeah.
Like, you knew it was coming, but I wasn't angry at it.
That's fair.
And there were like little additives that changed it slightly from what I had imagined in my head.
Yeah.
But you could still see it coming forever. Forever. Unless I just am that person, you know, who ruins surprises for myself.
Yeah. Maybe.
But I don't know. I felt like there were context clues that led you to assume that was what was happening. But it was really good. I don't know. I liked it. It was a different take on romance, and I liked the sort of paranormal side of things, and it being very like bookish.
Yeah.
It's a bookish book. You know what I mean?
I love that. I love a book about books.
Yes. It was fun. I liked it.
Well, now I have to read it.
You should. I got it on Kindle for like $5. because I wasn't assuming I'd like it.
Yeah.
So I just got it to read on my phone, and it was pretty good.
Well, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
I'm excited. I'm excited to check it out.
You'll have to check it out. If you hate it, I'll be like, well, damn. But I think you'll like it more than some others we've read.
Yeah.
Because it's different vibes. It's different vibes, but it's still romance, so it falls in that category. So you're welcome, friends. I liked a contemporary romance.
Wow, I never thought I would see the day.
I just needed it to not be like every other romance ever.
Yeah.
And it was not. So I liked that.
Perfect.
Yeah. And it wasn't like cringy.
Well, cool.
So anyway, what's your next
Sick.
review, Sarah?
Well,
What else did you finish?
all right. We're going to get into it, I think.
Are we going to fight right now? Is that what you're implying?
I mean, maybe. You seemed appalled by my rating of this book.
Appalled!
I'm being very dramatic, obviously.
I just, okay, well, tell us what it is first.
I listened to on audiobook Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo.
Yeah.
And I have tried to get into this book multiple times and never could.
Yeah, and it's one I recommended to you.
Yeah. So I finally was like, okay.
I know. I was
I'm
like,
gonna
maybe
do
the
it.
audiobook will help. And what'd you give it?
I gave it 2.5 stars.
Oof.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't terrible.
I'm like kind of sad.
Yeah.
But I'd like to hear your reasoning, Sarah.
Yeah.
Gosh. Tell me.
I will say that I really enjoyed the idea of this book. The like paranormal, whodunit, mystery, what's gonna happen.
Oh my gosh.
I like the concept.
Okay.
I really like the magic system.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's where the likes end.
I don't know what it is about this book. I had the opposite experience with the audiobook as I did with the physical book.
Mm-hmm.
Like the beginning, probably 70%, I was like super into it, really enjoying it. And then the last 30%, I was like bored, cannot pay attention. I'm over it. I want it to be over now.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't remember enough about it to imagine the content in those chunks, but
That's fair. I feel like it didn't have a super steady pace. There would be chunks, thick chunks, where you're like, okay, is something gonna happen now? Or are we just gonna hear about how depressed the main character is for 4 chapters? I'm over it. And then I feel like it would be like super quick, really intense build up to something that's gonna happen, and then you're just kind of like, that's it. I'm over it. I don't want to listen to this anymore.
you're all worked up now.
I don't know.
Kidding.
I also think that, again, it could have been a mood thing this week. I had a really rough week, and by the end of the week, while I was listening to that last 30%, I was like not all there.
Yeah.
And so that could have had something to do with it. Maybe I would have enjoyed it better if I was in a better fucking mood.
Perhaps.
But I was grumpy and mad at the world. So outside of the main character Alex, I don't feel like any of the other characters had a ton of complexity to them. Like, she was just the main focus, and I would have liked to see the side characters built out a little more.
Yeah, that's fair.
And aside from like Darlington, I don't know if you remember who Darlington is, but
I do, yeah.
he was my favorite character, and he wasn't even there
Yeah.
97% of the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
That's fair.
I didn't enjoy it. But I am, however, I'll segue a little bit, listening to Hellbent now. I listened to about 5% of it today.
Heck yeah.
So I haven't given up on it completely, because
Okay.
like I said, I like the concept, and maybe I'll enjoy this one better if I'm in a better mood this week.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't blame you for all those notes. I think it's a very unique book in that it is unlike anything I've read.
Yeah.
The magic, the like ambiance, the set and setting are all very interesting. And the sort of secret society business is like, what the heck? And I also was relatively new back into like hardcore reading when I read that. And I think it was like a fun read for me at the time to get
Kinda
back
simple.
into it. Yeah.
I feel like it wasn't what I expected it to be, and I don't know what I really expected, but I was picturing it a little darker than it was, and with more like human sacrifice and
Yeah.
darker themes. And don't get me wrong, there was some dark shit that happened, like being R-worded by a ghost. That was a lot.
Yeah.
But I just wanted it to be a little spookier
That's fair.
than it was.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, fine.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't remember what I would have rated it. I don't think I even used Goodreads at the time, Sarah.
Wow.
It was a whole different day and age.
Yeah.
Well, damn. Hopefully you like Hellbent more.
Yeah, we'll see.
Especially because you have fancy copies of these books.
I know. It's really upsetting.
If you ever want to offload. I'm just kidding.
Get away from my
Get
books.
away from the pretty books.
I've heard from many people that the second book is way better than the first book, so I'm excited for it. We'll see.
I thought it was too. Yeah, I think you might enjoy it more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it touches on sort of the dark side of things a little bit more than the first book. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't remember also that much of it, so.
That's fair.
It's been a while.
All right, well, Danielle, I must hear your next review immediately. So please tell me what else you finished this week.
Well, Sarah, I finished listening to about 81% of Butcher and Blackbird.
Oh my god.
By Brynne Weaver! Wow, 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 wow.
Wow. And the crowd goes wild.
As they should.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, what'd you rate it, Danielle?
Well, I gave it a 5 star.
Oh my god, obviously.
And I do think that a huge part of it was the narration.
Yes.
I know that you have said this too, and we're just like really drilling it home, friends. You should definitely listen to this book.
You have to.
I think it was the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I love both of the fucking narrators, and Joe Arden, stop. Those accents though, like not even just that's the man, by the way.
It is Joe Arden?
Yeah. It was listed in the narrators.
Okay, so you remember that whole thing that I said about it wasn't the same guy?
Yeah.
It is the same guy, apparently.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Wait, was that about this book?
It was about something. Leather and Lark, maybe?
But
you said it the
Leather
same.
and Lark is narrated by this. Maybe it's not the same people, but he sounded are you sure?
Yeah. I looked at it. I looked at the audiobook
Maybe?
after I'd read it to get his name. And they do say it at the end. It was like narrated by so-and-so and Joe Arden. I forgot the lady's name.
Interesting.
So it
because
sure
I
is
feel
him.
like when I listened to it, that's what made me like, oh, it wasn't him. I'm confused.
Well, it's Joe Arden. And
right,
at least from what I saw, maybe we're living in different realities, but like, come on, stop. The accent throughout the book, but not only that, like there's a teaser at the end about, I assume, the next book.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like giving a southern accent too. And I was like, well, damn, Joe, I see you. He made most of it. I'm just kidding. They were both great.
No, but the male narration in that book was
His laugh, stop it.
Oh my god.
Like fangirling. I think it's easier as in audio form to be like, losing your mind over, man.
Certainly.
Anyway, the narration was great. Duet, again, is the fucking way to go for any audiobook ever.
Yeah.
We need to like make it a standard. Okay, people? Come on. It was so fun and so funny. I really enjoyed the humor of it, and it was just such a fun vibe.
Yeah.
And very different romance. Dark romance, ? Humorous dark elements
Yeah.
with romance.
Yeah.
Serial killers. I don't know. It was fun. The characters were like super relatable outside of being serial killers. Just in like their mannerisms and insecurities and stuff like that, and super well rounded. Like you got to see a good variety of their sides, which I liked.
Yeah.
And it was spent over like a number of years. So you really got to see them grow, and not only their relationship but the characters too, which I enjoyed seeing. It was in bits and pieces. Obvious, like not obviously, but it was
like kind of.
Yeah. It was in bits and pieces, but it wasn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
And I like that it was sort of growth between them and individually too. The premise was fun. Joe Arden's my other point. And then the second half of the book was just smut, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Second half of the book, it went from 0 to 100. And it was just smutty smut. Dirty smut.
But it was good smut.
It was good smut. I said 0 to 100, but it was good smut with a smiley face. You know, there's bad smut out there.
Oh, certainly.
This was not bad smut.
Yeah.
And she
I feel
really
like
gave it to you at the end.
I feel like there's much more bad smut than there is good smut. So when you find good smut, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Certainly.
Yeah.
A lot of smut makes me cringe.
Mm-hmm.
But this was just fine. And I don't know if it had anything to do with Joe Arden. But no, but even like the lady chapters, you know, I wasn't mad. And it was well written. It wasn't like icky.
Yeah.
Or cringy.
Yeah.
And it was just a fun, lovely story.
Yeah.
Lovely. So sweet.
So cute.
Never mind the murder.
It's just a subplot. It's fine.
And I love the game between them. I love the frickin' their each individual styles of serial killerism. And like the names they have for themselves. And there were a lot of like little quirky bits and pieces throughout, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like popcorn about the person that wasn't just involved in their weird hobby, you know. And it was so much fun. I really loved it.
Yay.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad that you didn't absolutely hate it and I didn't like hype it up too much.
No, it was great. And I do honestly think a big part of it is having listened to it. So
It was so good.
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of curious to read it one day, but I'm like, that'll have to be years from now when I forget about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
to revisit that shit. But it was good. And
Yeah.
a segue for me, I'm planning to listen to Leather and Lark because it's available now on audiobook
Heck yeah.
on Libby. So that's my plan for the week.
Sick.
That's my audio choice.
I'm really interested to hear what you think about that.
I know.
one.
We shall see.
Yeah.
I know you weren't the biggest fan.
I mean, it was good.
It's fine. It was just the same
It
thing.
was the same thing, so it wasn't bad.
Yeah. But I don't want the same thing. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested to hear what you think.
I'll let you know. And it's interesting too because Lark and Lachlan or whatever his name is are not very much a part of this book. Like of Butcher and Blackbird, they're not a huge focus.
Yeah.
Like they come in here and there, but they're not a big part of it. You don't really get to know them. So then for it to be a whole book about them shall be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I liked it.
Sick.
I loved it. It was real fun.
I'm
Go listen to it.
happy for you.
Thank you.
I wish that I could experience that book again for the first time. The audiobook specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those.
It was so good.
It was good. I love that. All right, well, what's your next freaking review, Sarah? I know you have one more.
I do. I read The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner.
I read this a hot minute ago.
Yeah.
This was another book club book, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, what'd you rate it?
I gave it 3 stars.
Okay. Tell me about it.
I absolutely love the concept of this book. Love it.
Yeah, it's fun.
And I will say, I'll start with my positives. I love, obviously, we all know, I love the jumping between timelines.
Obviously.
I love the multi-person point of views.
Obviously.
And yeah.
That's as far as it goes.
I really loved the past point of views.
Yeah.
Really, really loved those. And I wish that there had been more of that.
That's fair.
I was not a big fan of present day point of view.
Okay.
One, because I feel like the main character from present day was the whiniest person I've ever met in my life. And everything in the world that was wrong with her life was her husband's fault. And yes, he did a shitty thing and he was a bad guy, but like, not everything is his fault.
Yeah.
So she annoyed the fuck out of me.
Sounds like it.
I kind of wanted to slap her. I feel like I would have given it more stars if I had had more of the past point of views. And in the past, you get 2 separate people's point of views.
Yeah.
One of them is the apothecary, and the other is this young girl. She's 12 years old, and their paths cross, and it's about their story, basically.
Yeah.
And I loved that. It was so good. And I just wished that it was an entire book just about Nella and Eliza.
Yeah. That's fair.
Because I love them.
That's fair.
I will say I wish there had been a little bit more of the like historical side to it. I feel like the present day and the past kind of just felt the same. Like there was nothing to distinguish timelines other than the date written at the top of the chapter.
Gotcha.
And I'm a historical girly now. So I just wanted more of the like historical side. I would have learned to love more.
learned to love more. I would have learned to love had they given me.
I would have loved to learn.
The ED is unnecessary.
I would love to have learned more about the 1791 or whatever. I don't know specifically. I know it's 17 something. London.
Yeah.
I just wanted more of that.
That's fair.
Because there wasn't anything, like I said, outside of the date at the top of the chapter to separate the timelines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, I really enjoyed the story. Like I said, I loved the three main characters. I didn't love the end. It felt kind of hokey and not well explained.
Okay.
Eliza's story wasn't well explained at all. I don't understand what happened with her and how in the world she's still there. So yeah, I don't know. I wish the end had been a little more fleshed out and explained.
Okay.
And I want more of Eliza and Nella's stories after the Apothecary.
That's fair. I do remember really loving Eliza and Nella's
Nella.
their side of things.
Yeah,
for sure. It was a fun read. It was pretty interesting. I liked it, but it wasn't wow, raving reviews.
Yeah,
it was just
kind of
fine.
like what I expected it to be.
Yeah,
it wasn't superb, but it was cute. I liked it.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
I enjoyed it.
Wow. Well, other than that, you know what we started, Sarah? Do you know?
I do know. You want to tell them, Danielle?
I would love to. We read a whole 81 pages of The Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty.
Yeah.
Queen. We only got 5 chapters in, guys.
Yeah, I think we would have read more if you had remembered to text me.
I don't know, because I was cramming my reading by the end of it.
I was too. Certainly.
I don't think we should have. Anyway, so we're diving back into the City Brass trilogy.
Yeah.
And it's good so far.
It's the last book. I'm so excited.
I know. We're only 5 chapters in, but I am happy to be back.
Me too.
And it's interesting vibes.
Yeah.
It's really just focusing on Nari and Ali right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about all we've gotten.
Yeah, they're back in Egypt.
A little bit of Manise, but not much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see what happens.
I am
because this is a big problem.
It's a chunker.
Yes, it is. But the Nari and Ali in Egypt is a problem.
It is a problem, yeah.
How are they going to get back?
Well, and the people in Daevabad don't have any magic anymore.
Oh, yeah. Magic's
except
gone.
for Dara. Dara's the only
God.
one with magic still.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It's kind of a big plot point. But
yeah.
Yeah, they don't have magic. And that includes Ali and Nari. And they're out in freaking Egypt with nothing.
Yeah.
Except for her buddy, Jakob.
Yeah. Well, Nari doesn't have magic because Ali has the seal, and he doesn't know how to take it off.
Yeah.
Or turn it off or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
And the rest of them don't have it because he took the seal.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm excited. I've loved both of the others.
Me too.
The first 2 were both 5 stars. So.
I don't see this one being any different.
No,
honestly.
I've actually heard that this one's the best one.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll see, but I'm excited to be getting into it.
Yeah, dude.
Well, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm going to start reading this week.
What are you going to read?
I'm going to start reading.
You are?
The Cursed by Harper L. Woods is the second book.
Oh my gosh.
In the series that I was reading. The
Which
Coven.
One? Oh, yeah.
The pretty one I gave you.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Went to a little bookshop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I took my daughter to a museum, and across the street was a cafe bookstore that made coffee. And I was like, I need coffee. My daughter needs lunch. Stopped in, and it was really freaking cute, and we should maybe go there one day. But they had the Coven and the Curse, both the fancy editions, and I was so close to buying them, but they were $30 each.
That's fair. The Cursed just came out. I had pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
Before I even read the Coven, because it's pretty.
Yeah, fair.
Naturally.
Of course.
And it came on, I think it was released on Wednesday. No. Today is only Thursday. It was released sometime.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. I'll read The Coven one day. And
Yeah.
then The Cursed, because you're going to finish it this week, if I had to guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a small boy, too, so it'll
Yeah.
probably be quick.
I almost bought them, because I was like, damn, those are pretty.
Mhm.
It even had The Cursed, the fancy edition there already. And that was on Wednesday, Sarah. So it must have come out.
I think it was
Days
maybe
before then.
Tuesday. I don't know. I can
They
tell
got it
you.
in fast.
I can look back at my Amazon orders and let you know.
Well, you don't have to
It's
right
not
now,
important.
But, no. But that's exciting.
Yeah.
I might read They Both Die at the End, but I haven't quite decided.
Okay.
I know I'm reading Leather and Lark on audio, but yeah. So,
Well, sick.
yeah.
We should really focus on Empire Gold this week.
Yeah,
if we
for
can.
sure. For sure.
So,
Yeah.
because after that, we're reading Crescent City.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm really
And I
excited.
can't wait anymore.
I know, it's time.
So,
Yeah, but what did you guys read this week?
yeah, you
Let
gotta let us know.
know.
If you read any of the books we talked about today, you gotta leave your reviews.
Yes.
Your ratings in
Yeah.
the comments with a small, short review.
Please. And any books you finished this week, do the same for.
Yeah.
Come on.
And we
Come
are
on.
still waiting for some intense psychological thriller recommendations.
We sure are. Everyone
that
is
make
letting
your
us
brain
down
hurt. So.
left and right. All of you.
Get on it right now.
But other than that, have a good week, I guess.
Yeah, and we'll talk to you next time.
Happy reading.
Okay,
Bye.